Hey guys, welcome back to another video for VS Leather and Card. I'm Victoria. Today we're going to be making a set of trivets. In case the word trivet confuses anyone, these are just hot pads. They go under a skillet or under a pot, on your table or countertop. Before I forget to mention it, our next shop update is March 20th. When I recorded this footage and went to put it in to the editor, it came out to be over an hour and a half long with the carving and tooling and those steps. So I knew I was going to have to edit this down, speed things up, and just kind of get to the point. Our website is vsleather-card.com, and you can find us on Instagram at vsleather.card. I'm just going to keep carving away here. I really like how this set of trivets came out. That's another thing. If you've never shopped with us before, our trivets come in a set of 2. Our coasters come in a set of 2, perfect for the office, and a set of 6. The reason for that is because when I was growing up, there were 6 of us, and my mom always had to buy 2 sets of everything because everything came in a set of 4. Moving on to tooling, I'm starting off with my largest beveler. It's a smooth beveler. I just really want to get all of the straight lines that I can, and that smooth, larger beveler will make this a lot faster. A lot of people have questions. When is the right time to tool? How wet should the leather be? How dry should the leather be? It's hard to answer those questions just because it's a feel. The more you do leather work, the more you'll know how your tool will respond to that particular piece of leather. All leather is different, and your tool is different from other people's tools. Since I started filming to upload once a day, Monday through Friday, I've had a lot of fun. I've stayed really productive, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm just going to keep working my way around. When I want to use this lifter to bevel, I tip it over so it's just on its edge. And when I want to lift things, I'll lean it back how it's intended to be used. So it's nice to have the tools that can get the job done quickly, efficiently, and correctly. I'm just checking it over, making sure I didn't miss anything. And I'm going to be using this bar grounder to set my background, to lay that background down a little bit. But I noticed that my leather was still a little too wet for it, so I decided to go back, use a checkered beveler, and push down that part of the acorn so the cap can hang over. I'm starting to tool these leaves. I'm using a checkered pear shader to do this. As I go further from the edge of the leaf, I'm lifting the pear shader and I'm striking less hard. So that way it gives more of a faded look toward the edge or toward the end of where I'm shading. I'm just going to continue to shade some of these areas. I noticed I missed a cut, so I'm going to cut that in and then bevel with that checkered around the oak leaves as well. Just a little more detail. That way, when I add my antique later, it has more area to fall into. I'm still really new to YouTube videos that are not shorts. So I'm learning the lighting and the placement of the leather, where I need to be on my bench. It's still all really new though. In these swirl pieces here, I'm making some cuts so that way I can run my veiner around those. I absolutely love this shape, and this is my favorite way to tool it. I'm going to be cutting into these leaves, and that's going to help me get a center mark for my veiner, give those extra detail. Like I said, this set will be available in my shop update on March 20th. So if you have your eye on it, be there March 20th. vsleather-card.com. Now that my leather has dried a bit, I'm going to go ahead and use the bar grounder to lay my background down. On these particular trivets and this particular project, I'm trying to run that bar grounder all one direction. I don't always do that, but I wanted to here. For extra dimension and to give more color to my oak leaves, I've just run a veiner through what would be the center up into the leaf sections. And now I'm using a pear shader to give a little more depth to the outside of the leaf. If I had to pick a favorite part, it would probably be the decorative cuts. I love them. That's when you really see your project come to life, in my opinion. I think sometimes I get carried away with the decorative cuts, but I love them. I also used a mule's foot just in 3 places. With this tool, I've made some lines about 1/4 inch in from the sides, and I'm going to stamp this camouflage all the way around. Moving on, I'm going to paint on some of this leather balm with atom wax, and I'm only painting it onto the places that I want to actually resist the antique, because that's next. What's going to happen is the area that has the resist on it is not going to soak up nearly as much, if any, of that antique color. But the leather that is untreated is going to soak up more, therefore becoming darker. I'm just going to let this dry, and then I'm going to rub it with a soft cloth so that way it shines up and the resist actually takes effect. This isn't the original video I planned to go up today, but I had my first real YouTuber situation. I lost all of the footage from the video I intended to go up, but that's okay. Those items will still be available also in the March 20th shop update. Every video you see from us, all of the products will from now on be linked in the description box. So if you check there, you're going to find what you need. I've given that 2 coats of glue and plenty of time to dry. Now I'm just tapping it down. I'm going to trim off that extra suede, and then I'm going to sew this piece. I tried, and I did film the entire part where I punched all of my stitching holes. Yeah, my camera was so shaky. So I did it once, and that's all you see in the video. I bought this set of chisels off of Amazon. You can definitely notice that they are Amazon quality. At the same time, they have worked for me. I used a really deep brown thread, and I saddle stitched this trivet here. Now I'm just going around the outside with some black dye to finish that off, and that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. If you have any questions, I will be in the comments. Until next time, Thanks for watching. Bye.